In this video, we will cover best 300 MCQs from the month of February. This is part 4. Let's begin this video.
Soil Health Card scheme was launched to assist the state government to issue the soil health card to all the farmers of the country. Now recently, this scheme has completed how many years since its launch? So this scheme was launched in the year 2015 and recently this scheme has completed 10 years. Now this scheme was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a place named Suratgarh, Rajasthan. So at Suratgarh, Rajasthan, this scheme was launched. Okay, now this scheme was launched to provide information to farmers regarding the nutrient status of their soil. And this card, which is given to the farmers under this scheme, this card provide the recommendation for the appropriate dosage of nutrients that is to be applied to the soil to improve the health of the soil and its fertility. Okay, so in this card will be helpful to these farmers. Now this soil health card scheme is a centrally sponsored scheme. It means that the funding under this scheme will be provided by the central as well as state government. Now the nutrient status with respect to 12 parameters will be provided under this scheme. Okay, now these 12 parameters are like zinc, copper, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, carbon, sulfur, iron, pH status, electrical conductivity, boron, manganese. So these are the 12 parameters on which this card is being developed. Okay, now as per recent information, 24.74 crore soil health card has been generated till date. Now this scheme has been merged in Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana scheme under one of its component named Soil Health and Fertility, and it was merged from the year 2022-23. Okay, so this soil health card scheme has been merged with one of the component of Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. Now talking about Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, this scheme was initiated in the year 2007 and this scheme was launched to ensure the holistic development of agriculture and allied sectors. Now under this scheme, states are allowed to choose their own agriculture and allied sectors development activities. So they can choose the development activities under agriculture and allied sector. So the nodal ministry of Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana is Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, and it is a centrally sponsored scheme. It means central and state government in the ratio of 60:40 will be provided the funding under this scheme. In case of northeastern state and Himalayan state, it will be 90:10, and in case of Union Territory, all the funding will be provided by the central government. Okay, now this scheme incentivizes states to increase the public investment in this agriculture and allied sectors. Now in 2017, this scheme was continued with the changed name, that is RKVY Raftar. Raftar stands for remunerative approaches for agriculture and allied sector rejuvenation. Okay, and this new scheme, that is RKVY Raftar, major focus is on pre and post harvest infrastructure. Talking about the component of this scheme, there are around 9 components of this scheme, and one of the component is soil health and fertility. Other is Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, rain-fed area development, agroforestry, crop diversification program, accelerated fund for agri startups. Okay. As per recently released Times Higher Education, the World Reputation Ranking 2025, IISc, which is based in Bengaluru, which was ranked in the band 101 to 125 in 2020, has now slipped to 201 to 300 band. So its ranking has been slipped. Which of the following institute has topped this ranking? Okay, now this rankings, that is World Reputation Ranking 2025, is given by the Times Higher Education, which is based in London, and it is a British magazine. Okay, now as per this ranking, IISc has moved to the band 201 to 300, and this ranking is topped by Harvard University. Okay, now talking about the Indian institutions, IISc is in the ranking band of 201 to 300. In the same band, IIT Delhi is there, IIT Madras is there, and Shiksha Anusandhan is there. Now talking about the top rankers, Harvard University based in US has topped these rankings, followed by, on the second rank, it is Massachusetts Institute of Technology and University of Oxford. On the 4th rank, it is Stanford University and University of Cambridge. 6th rank is secured by University of California based in US. In the list from China, it is Tsinghua University, which is ranked at 8th position. Now, talking about these rankings assess the university based on their prestige worldwide. So based on their academic prestige worldwide, these rankings are being developed. And for the first time, Chile, Malaysia, Poland, and Portugal has universities from these 4 countries has been ranked in this list. Okay, and these rankings has been developed on 6 key indicators like research vote count, teaching vote count, research pairwise comparison, teaching pairwise comparison, research voter diversity, and teaching voter diversity. So on these 6 parameters, this ranking has been developed. This year in 2025, 300 universities from 38 countries has been featured in this list. Recently, which of the following companies has become the first private Indian company to develop liquid-fueled supersonic ramjet engine, which is a propulsion technology critical for next generation missiles and high-speed aerial platforms? So which private company from India has become the first to develop this liquid-fueled supersonic ramjet engine? So the name of company is Hyperix Aviation. Now, what is this propulsion technology? Propulsion actually is a machine that creates thrust to move an object forward. Okay. Now, talking about this engine, so the name of this engine is Tej. Name of this engine is Tej. Okay. Now, discussing about the Tej engine, it has speed between Mach 2 to Mach 4. Okay. Mach stands for the speed of the sound. Okay, now this engine offers critical advantages over traditional rocket powered systems, like it provides the greater efficiency, it can provide the extended range, and it can sustain the supersonic speed. Okay, other important thing that this company Hyperix in Aviation is developing is Kira M1. Now what is this Kira M1? It is a solid fuel ramjet propelled 155 extended artillery shell. So basically it is an artillery shell which will help India's long range artillery needs. Okay, and it can travel nearly 4 times farther than the conventional 155 artillery shell. Okay, so the range of this artillery shells has been extended to 4 times to the conventional artillery shell, and it is designed with AI guided navigation. So the navigation would be guided by the artificial intelligence. Recently, who among the following was awarded the governor's citation by Maura Healey, who is governor of Massachusetts, USA? Okay, so this governor's citation has been awarded to Nita Ambani. Okay, now this citation honors Nita Ambani for being the compassionate philanthropist and her dedication to make a transformative impact in education, healthcare, sports, arts, culture, women's empowerment in India and around the world. So being a compassionate philanthropist and her dedication towards making an impact in these sectors like education, healthcare, sports, etc. in India and the world, this award or this honor has been given to Nita Ambani. Now this is state's highest form of commendation, which is given to individuals, organizations or events that have demonstrated the exceptional merit or service. Okay, and it's given on the sole discretion of governor. As per recent information, which of the following state is set to launch an initiative that is NPROUD? Now this initiative aims to collect and scientifically dispose the expired and unused medicines. So to collect and dispose the expired and unused medicine, an initiative that is NPROUD has been launched by Kerala government. Now NPROUD stands for New Program for Removal of Unused Drugs. Okay, now this initiative will be implemented for the first time in Kozhikode Corporation of Kerala. And it aims to tackle the lack of proper disposal systems, preventing the environmental pollution due to these medicines, then preventing the health hazards and preventing the antimicrobial resistance. Now, under this initiative, unused medicine will be collected from the homes during the scheduled interval, and the public can also drop them at designated blue boxes. Now, under these initiatives, the wholesale and retail pharmacies or the clinics can bring the expired stock to pre-assigned collection center, and the initiative is supported by the local bodies and Haritha Karma Sena members. Now, what is this Haritha Karma Sena members? They are actually, this is an organization which is working in the field of sanitation and waste management. Okay. Now, these all medicines will be scientifically processed in at some plant in the Kerala. Recently, India's first road train was flagged off in Nagpur, Maharashtra. And this train is developed by Volvo Trucks. You have to tell me that this train is operated by which of the following companies? So this train is operated by Delivery Limited. Now, what is this road train? Road train consists of a tractor. This is a tractor which is towing 2 or more trailers. Okay, that is what road train is. Now, in 2020, regulations were passed regarding the road train concept, which allowed the vehicle length up to 25.25 meters. Okay, now this road train is certified by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways and ARI, that is Automotive Research Association of India, which will begin operations between Nagpur and Bhiwandi in Maharashtra. Okay. Recently, which of the following countries has been elected to Vice Presidency of International Association of Aids to Marine Navigation at ongoing First General Assembly of this organization in Singapore? So, at the First General Assembly of this organization in Singapore, which of the following countries has been elected as the Vice President? So, the name of country is India. Now, the First General Assembly also marked its transition from an NGO, that is non-government organization, to intergovernmental organization. Okay, India will host the General Assembly of this organization in the year 2027 in Mumbai. And talking about this organization, that is International Organization for Marine Aids to Navigation, this organization was launched in the year 1957, and it provides and collects the nautical expertise and advice. Okay, headquarters of this organization is located in France, near Paris. Recently, India's 4th generation deep ocean submersible, that is Matsya 6000, has successfully completed wet testing at Larsen & Toubro's shipbuilding facility in Kattupalli Port, Chennai. Now, you have to tell me that this submersible, that is Matsya 6000, was developed by which of the following institutes? So, the name of this institute is National Institute of Ocean Technology, based in Chennai. Okay, now this institute was started in the year 1993 and it is under Ministry of Earth Sciences. Now this Matsya 6000 was built under the Samudrayan project. It is being designed for deep sea exploration and scientific research. So for deep sea exploration and scientific research, this Matsya 6000 is being developed. Okay. Now recently wet testing of this Matsya 6000 has successfully completed. Before that, dry tests were also completed successfully. Now talking about Matsya 6000, it can accommodate 3 crew members in its 2.1 meter diameter spherical hull. So this is a spherical hull in which 3 crew members can be accommodated. Okay, and it is built to withstand the immense pressure at deep sea depths. So at deep sea depths, this submersible or this spherical hull can withstand the immense pressure. And why this Matsya 6000 is being launched? To explore the deep sea ocean and to explore the rare earth minerals from there, nickel, cobalt, manganese, and other sea minerals from the deep sea. Okay, it will have some high-end instruments, some oceanographic sensors, and equipment which are essentials for exploration of these minerals. It will also have some communication system, and endurance of this will be 12 hours under the normal operations, and which can go up to 96 hours in case of emergency for human safety. Talking about the Samudrayan, under which this submersible is being built, Samudrayan is also known as Deep Ocean Mission, and it was initiated in the year 2021. It is India's first manned mission to explore the deep ocean. Okay, and it is under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. It is a central sector scheme. It means that all the funding for this scheme would be provided by the central government, and the funding will be rupees 4,077 crores, which will be provided in the two phases during 2021 to 26. So during these years, the funding will be provided to this mission. Now this mission aims to develop a self-propelled manned submersible which can carry 3 humans to a depth of 6,000 meters. Now this mission is designed to study the deep ocean resources, conduct biodiversity assessment without disturbing the ecosystem. Recently, who among the following has been honored with an award, that is BBC Indian Sportswomen of the Year Award 2024. Okay, so this award has been given to Manu Bhakar. Now talking about this award was started in the year 2019, and this is associated with BBC company, that is British Broadcasting Corporation, which is based in London. Okay, now the inaugural edition of this award is given to PV Sindhu. Okay, now talking about the other awards that is being given to the other sports person, BBC Indian Sportswomen of the Year Award is given to Manu Bhakar. Actually, she has won 2 medals in 2024 Olympics. BBC Emerging Player of the Year Award is given to Sheetal Devi. She is the youngest Paralympic medalist. Third, that is Lifetime Achievement Award is given to Mithali Raj. She is associated with cricket, and she was captain of the Indian cricket team for 18 years. Okay, now last award, this Indian Para Sports Women of the Year Award is given to Avni Lekhara. She is associated with shooting, and she is also a double gold medalist at the Paralympics. So she won gold in 2024 and 2020. So in these 2 years, she won the gold medal at Paralympics. Recently, Prime Minister Internship Scheme is once again open for applications. Okay, now you have to tell me that this scheme is spearheaded by which of the following ministries. Okay, so this Prime Minister Internship Scheme is spearheaded by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Now let us discuss about this scheme. Now this scheme is aimed to address the youth unemployment by providing the internship to these youth, and the target to provide internship is 1 crore. So to 1 crore young people, this internship will be provided under this scheme. This scheme was first announced in the Union Budget of 2024-25, and under this scheme, top 500 companies can participate. Okay, now this scheme is spearheaded by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Talking about the eligibility criteria of this scheme, young people in the age group of 21 to 24 years can participate under the scheme, can apply for the internship. They should not be engaged in any kind of full-time employment, and the individuals who belongs to families with government employees are also not eligible. Graduates from prestigious institutions like IITs, IIMs, and those who have qualifications like Chartered Accountant and CMA are also included from this scheme. Okay. Now, this scheme is open to the candidates who have completed their high schools and hold degrees like BA, BSc, BCom, BCA, BBA, BPharma, and various diplomas. Now, this scheme is open to those youth too who are trained in ITIs and Kaushal Kendras. Under this scheme, government will provide a monthly stipend of rupees 4,500, and additional rupees 500 would be provided by the companies. So all in all, a monthly stipend of rupees 5,000 would be provided to the beneficiaries. Okay, and a one-time financial assistance of rupees 6,000 will be provided to cover the incidental expenses. So this will be the one-time financial assistance. Monthly stipend of rupees 5,000 will be provided, and one time there is 6,000 of financial assistance will be provided. Now under this scheme, the target is to train 1 crore youth over the 5-year period. So over the 5-year period, 1 crore youth will be is targeted to train. Okay, now these youth are insured too. Okay, under the scheme like PM Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana and PM Suraksha Bima Yojana. So under these two schemes, these youth will be insured. Okay, now the corporate participation, the companies which, the top 500 companies which can participate under this scheme should be selected on the basis of the CSR spending, their corporate social responsibility spending in the last 3 years. So on the basis of their spending in last 3 years in CSR, that is corporate social responsibility spending, they will be selected, and their involvement will be voluntary. So this internship will last for 12 months. Recently, which of the following companies has unveiled a powerful artificial intelligence system, that is EVO2? Now this EVO2 has been unveiled for genetic research. So this will be helpful for genetic research. Okay, and the name of this system is EVO2. This is launched by the company named NVIDIA, which is an American company, and its headquarters is located in Santa Clara, California. Okay, now talking about this model, this is the new foundational model that understands the genetic code of all domains of life. Okay, so for all domains of life, this will understand the genetic code. And it is also the largest publicly available artificial intelligence model for genomic data. It is built on NVIDIA's DGX cloud platform in collaboration with organizations like Arc Institute and Stanford University. Okay, now this Arc Institute is a non-profit research organization which is based in Palo Alto, California. So okay, so with the collaboration with these two universities and institute, this was built on NVIDIA DGX cloud platform. Okay, as per recent information, India has taken a significant leap in modernizing civil aviation sector. So to modernize the civil aviation sector, India has taken a significant leap. Now, but it has launched, India has launched the electronic personal license for pilot. What is this electronic personal license? This is kind of license which is given to pilot, and now this will be provided in the digital form too. Okay, now with this, India has become the second country after which country to implement the digital pilot licenses, following the approval from ICAO, that is International Civil Aviation Organization. So following the approval from ICAO, India has become the second country to do this. So the first country is China. I'm talking about ICAO. ICAO headquarters is located in Montreal, Canada. Now it coordinates the principles and techniques of international air navigation, and it was formed in the year 1947. Now talking about this license, it is a digital form of the license, and this will be available on a application, that is eGCA application. And eGCA stands for e-governance for civil aviation. So on this application, this digital form of license, that is electronic personal license, will be available. Now talking about eGCA, eGCA stands for e-governance for civil aviation, and it is an e-governance platform which is launched by DGCA, that is Directorate General of Civil Aviation. Now this eGCA was launched in the year 2021. Okay. Now this eGCA brought into its fold approvals, certificates, and licenses which are issued by. So the approvals, licenses, and certificate which are issued by the DGCA, you can check that here on eGCA. Recently, which of the following companies has introduced world's first quantum chip named Majorna 1? Now this chip has been designed to accelerate the production and development of commercially viable quantum computers. So to accelerate the development of these quantum computer, this chip has been introduced. Okay, now this chip will enable to solve the industrial scale problems within years rather than the decades. So it will also increase the speed of resolving the problems which are industrial scale. So the name of this chip is Mazorna 1 and it is associated with the company named Microsoft. Okay, now talking about this chip, it is world's first topoconductor. It leverages world's first topoconductor, which is a breakthrough type of material which can observe and control Mazorna particles. And it aims to produce the more reliable and scalable qubits. Now, what is this qubits? Qubit is actually a fundamental unit of information. Unit of information. Okay, now this Mazorna 1 processor offers a clear path to fit a million qubits on a single chip. So a million qubit can be stored on a single chip. Now this chip leverages the world's first topoconductor. Okay, now this chip is created using indium arsenide and aluminium. Okay, and it is fabricated at Microsoft lab based in Washington state and Denmark. Okay, now this is a reliable by design and incorporate error resistance. Recently, central government has extended the tenure of Niti Aayog Chief Executive Officer BVR Subramaniam by how many years? So his tenure has been extended by 1 year. Okay, now talking about Niti Aayog was established in the year 2015 by replacing erstwhile Planning Commission. Okay, now this Planning Commission was instituted in the year 1950 and Niti Aayog is a premier policy think tank. So it is a policy think tank and its headquarters is located in New Delhi. Recently, Jal Kalash initiative was launched with an aim to collect and recycle used plastic water bottles from the Kumbh area, that is to prevent their harmful impact on the environment. So to prevent the harmful impact of plastic water bottles to the environment, this initiative, that is Jal Kalash initiative, has been launched. Okay, now under this initiative, aim is to collect and recycle the plastic water bottles. Now this is a 20-day campaign. Now you have to tell me that this campaign is organized in collaboration with which of the following organization? Okay, now this campaign is organized in collaboration with HCL Foundation. Now this HCL Foundation was established in the year 2011 and it is a corporate social responsibility arm of HCL Tech. Okay, in India. Recently, Reserve Bank of India has introduced a mobile application which provides seamless access to macroeconomic and financial data which is related to the Indian economy. So you have to tell me the name of this mobile application. So the name of this mobile application is RBI Data. Now this application will help the users like researchers, students, policymakers and general public. It will offer them an interactive platform to explore the 11,000 economic data series. So the economic data or the data related to the Indian economy will be provided to the researchers, students, policymakers and general public through this platform. Okay, now this data will be simplified. It will be provided in this simplified form. You'll see the data in graphs and chart form, and you can also download the data for the analysis. Okay, now there will be a section on this app, that is banking outlet section. Through this, user will find the banking facilities within the 20 kilometers area of their location. Okay, there will be another section, that is SARC finance section, through which you can access data about the SARC countries. Okay, another important section is popular report section, which will through this you can frequently access the economic reports for your quick reference. So there are many sections under this app through which you can get the information related to the banking sectors and the data related to the Indian economy. Okay, now the name of this app is RBI Data. Now talking about SARC, SARC is an economic grouping between some nations, that is Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So these are the 8 nations of these SAARC countries. So these are the SAARC countries. Okay. And this SAARC grouping was formed in the year 1985 and its headquarters is located in Kathmandu, Nepal. Recently, which of the following organization has announced a 500 crore technology adoption fund, which is a corpus which will support the space technology firms, especially startups and MSME, in developing the commercial viable products? So to develop the commercial viable products in space, that is Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center has announced a corpus of 500 crore, and the name of this corpus is Technology Adoption Fund. Now, this fund or this corpus will support the space technology firms like MSMEs or startups in developing the commercial viable products. Okay, now talking about this fund will invest in domestic research and development, and it will strengthen the collaboration between government agencies and private sector. Okay, and also through this fund, it will accelerate the development of indigenous space technology, and the reliance on the imported solution will be reduced through this. So talking about the financial support, this is a 500 crore fund, okay, in which it will offer the financial support of up to 60% of project cost to startups and MSME, and up to 40% to the larger industries, with a maximum funding cap of rupees 25 crore per project. So maximum of 25 crore per project will be provided under this corpus. 60%, up to 60% of the project cost will be provided to startups and MSMEs, and 40% will be provided to the larger industries. Okay, and the aim of this is to develop the commercially viable products. Talking about InSpace was established in the year 2020, and it comes under Department of Space. And its role is to promote the space activities. Okay, headquarter of InSpace is located in Ahmedabad. Recently, 300-year-old stone art of Patharkati village has been granted the geographical indication tag. Now, this village is associated with which of the following states? Okay, the Patharkati village is associated with Bihar, and it is located in Neemchak Bathani block of Gaya district of Bihar. Now, what is this Patharkati village? It is located in Gaya district of Bihar, and the name of this Patharkati was given by the Indore queen, Ahilyabai Holkar. So Ahilyabai Holkar has given the name of this village Patharkati, and recently the stone art of this village has received the GI tag. Now talking about GI tag, the GI tag in India come into force in 2003, and the first Indian product which received this tag was Darjeeling tea, and this is valid for 10 years. This tag is valid for 10 years, after which it should be renewed. Recently, IRDAI, that is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, has formed a high-powered committee. Now, the aim of this committee is to scrutinize the various aspects of Insurance Act 1938 and suggest amendment. Okay, now you have to tell me the chairman, who among the following has been appointed as the chairman of this committee. So the chairman of the committee is Dinesh Khara, who was the former chairman of SBI. Now, there are other 6 members. So, total there are 7 members in this panel. Other 6 members are N.S. Kannan, Girish Radhakrishnan, Saurabh Sinha, Rakesh Joshi, Alok Mishra, and L. Vishwanathan. Now, this committee is formed to scrutinize the Insurance Act of 1938. Now, what is this 1938 Act? It provides the legal framework within this industry, that is insurance industry. So, it provides the legal framework to the insurance industry. Also, the organization IRDAI was established under this act. Now, this act outlines the type of insurance policy that should be offered in India. Okay, like life insurance policy, general insurance, health insurance policy that need to be offered within India. Okay, now talking about other important features of this act, under this, only Indian company which is defined under Companies Act 1956 they are allowed to operate in India. So the companies, on Indian companies that are defined under Companies Act 1956, they are allowed to operate in India, and its foreign entity owned equity should be uh, should not exceed 49%. So the foreign entities who own equities in these companies, their equity should not be more than 49%. Now talking about IDAI was established in the year 1999, and it is an autonomous body under the jurisdiction of Ministry of Finance. So it is under Ministry of Finance, and it regulate and provide license to insurance and reinsurance industries. Okay. Now its headquarters is located in Hyderabad, Telangana. Recently, 2025 Time Women of the Year list has been released. So you have to tell me who among the following from the list, from these options, is the only Indian woman on this list. So the only Indian woman on this list is Purnima Devi Burman. Now Purnima Devi Burman is a biologist from Assam. She is associated with Assam and she is a biologist. And she is known for her conservation work of Hargila. Okay. Now this is an bird which is in English it is known as greater adjutant stork. So to conserve Hargila or greater adjutant stork, she is known for her conservation work. Okay, so to conserve this, she is a founder of Hargila Army, which is an all-female conservation initiative. Okay, now talking about this list consists of 13 honorees like Nicole Kidman, Jordan Chiles, Anna Savai, Purnima Devi Burman, etc. Okay, now this list is given by the Time, which is an American news magazine which is based in New York City. Recently, which of the following ministries has mandated all renewable energy implementing agencies and state utilities that they must incorporate a minimum of 2 or co-located energy storage system, which is equivalent to 10% of installed solar projects capacity in the future solar tenders. Okay, now let us discuss about this question in detail. Now, Ministry of Power has mandated that in all future solar tenders, so in all future solar tenders, all renewable energy agencies must incorporate 2 hour of co-located energy storage system. Okay, now what are these energy storage system or co-located energy storage system? Co-located energy storage system is a kind of system where batteries, or we say energy storage units, are placed at same location. Batteries are placed at same location where these plants, these energy sources like solar or wind farms are there. Where solar plants are there, their battery at that location battery should be there. Why? To store. This will help in storing and utilizing the power. So to store power, these batteries should be there. That is what co-located energy storage system are known as. Okay. Now, by storing this power, they can utilize this power during the period when there is low production. So in the event of low production, this stored energy or stored power will be utilized. That is what co-located energy storage systems are. Okay. Now, recently Ministry of Power has mandated the agencies to incorporate a 2 hour of co-located energy storage systems. Okay. Now, talking about this, the government has government through this mandate, government is expecting that around 14 gigawatt or 28 gigawatt hour of storage capacity will be installed by the year 2030. Okay. Recently, Forbes India has released 5th edition of Top 10 Richest Women in the World 2025 list, highlighting significant wealth amassed by women across different sectors. Now you have to tell me that who among the following has secured the top position globally as per this list. So the top position in this list is secured by Alice Walton. Alice Walton, she is associated with the company name Walmart. Okay, now these are the top 10 persons in this list. Alice Walton has topped this list, followed by Francois Betancourt She's associated with the company named L'Oreal. And on third, it is Julia Koch and family. She's associated with Koch Industries. On this list, on the seventh is Indian Savitri Zindal and family. She is associated with JSW Group. Okay. Now, as per this list, women now account for 13.3% of global billionaire population in 2024. Recently, government has extended the term of Chief Economic Advisor by 2 years till March 2027. Now you have to tell me that who is the Chief Economic Advisor of India. So the Chief Economic Advisor of India is V. Anantha Nageshwaran, and his tenure has been extended by 2 years. Okay, now the work of Chief Economic Advisor is he is responsible for giving advice to the government related to economic policies. And he also draft his office, that is Chief Economic Advisor's office, also draft the economic survey. Other recent appointments are Chief Election Commissioner of India is Gyanesh Kumar. So Gyanesh Kumar has been appointed as the Chief Election Commissioner of India. Okay. As per recent information, which of the following states has recorded the highest number of bird species across 37 states and union territories with 543 species, topping the national bird count list for the third consecutive year? So for the third consecutive year, which of the following states has topped this list? Okay, with 543 species. Okay, so the name of this state is West Bengal. So West Bengal has 543 species, followed by Uttarakhand has 444 species, and Assam has 414 species. So all in all, on an India level, there are 168 species in India. And when we talk about the checklist is led by Kerala. Talking about this bird count, that is Great Backyard Bird Count, that is GBBC, it is an annual global bird watching event which is held every February. Now, during the event, the bird enthusiasts from around the world count and report the bird species they observe online. Now, this initiative will help monitor the bird population and biodiversity on a global scale. Bird count was launched in the year 1998 by Cornell Lab of Ornithology and National Audubon Society of USA. Now, this lab is located in New York, and this society is located in Manhattan, USA. And India joined this bird count in year 2013. Recently, which of the following organization has allowed one-time mandate on UPI for insurance companies through a new payment mechanism called Bima application supported by the blocked amount, Bima ASBA. So through this Bima SBA, which of the following organization has allowed the one-time mandate on UPI for insurance companies? Okay, now the organization name is IRDAI, that is Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India. Now, under this initiative, it will allow policyholders to block the funds in their bank accounts for the premium payment of the insurance policies. Okay, so it will basically simplify the payment procedures for the life and health insurance policies. So for LI and HI, this will simplify the payment procedures, and with the help of this OTM initiative, it will block the fund of the policy holders so that the bank in the bank account, so that payment could be done swiftly. Okay, now under this, the premium will be deducted when the policy holder chooses to accept the proposal, and this fund will be blocked for a period of 14 days. Okay, and if the policy holder does not accept the proposal, his fund will be unlocked within 1 day. Recently, which of the following countries has approved the membership in OPEC Plus, which is Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries? Okay, so the name of this country is Brazil. Now, talking about OPEC Plus is a coalition of 22 major oil producing nations. Okay, now this participation in OPEC Plus of Brazil is limited to Charter of Cooperation, which is actually a forum of oil producing countries to discuss the production strategies. So to discuss the production strategies, this forum was created. And this participation of Brazil will be limited to this Charter of Cooperation. Okay, now talking about the OPEC. OPEC was established in the year 1960 in Baghdad, Iraq, and there are 5 founding members of this OPEC organization. They are Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. And the main goal of OPEC was to align the petroleum policies among the members, to maintain the stable prices, ensure reliable supply to consumer, and fair returns. Now, OPEC stands for 12 members. As of 2025, OPEC comprises of 12 members, that is Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Libya, UAE, Algeria, Nigeria, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, and Republic of Congo. And headquarters is located in Vienna, Austria. Okay, in Baghdad, it was established, where agreement was done between these 5 founding nations. When we talk about the OPEC Plus, OPEC Plus is an organization of the OPEC member countries plus 10 other major oil producing nations. So OPEC Plus is a grouping of 22 member countries. Now these non-OPEC countries are exporting the crude oils, which termed as OPEC Plus. Now this alliance was formalized in the year 2016. And the countries are Azerbaijan, Bahrain, Brunei, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Mexico, Oman, Russia, South Sudan, and Sudan. So these are the 10 countries which are the major oil producing nations which comes under OPEC Plus. Okay. Recently, which of the following countries has assumed the chairmanship of Bay of Bengal Intergovernmental Organization at 13th Governing Council meeting, which is held in Maldives? Okay. So which country has assumed the chairmanship of this organization? So the country name is India. Now talking about this organization was set up in the year 2003, and it aimed to assist the member countries, fisher folk, in increasing their livelihood opportunities and improving their quality of life. Now the main objective of this organization is to increase the awareness and knowledge of the needs, benefits, and practices of marine fisheries management, and also to enhance the skills of fisher folks through training and education. Also, it aims to transfer the appropriate technologies for the development of small-scale fisheries. So basically, this program or this organization is associated with the development of fisher folks. So to develop skill in the fisher folks in managing the fisheries management or development of small-scale fisheries, this organization was started in the year 2003. Secretariat of this organization is located in Chennai. So this organization is evolved from erstwhile Bay of Bengal program, which was set up in the year 1979. Recently, government has introduced an updated scheme to provide the high quality coaching to children which are covered under PM Cares scheme. Okay, along with the student of SC and OBC community. So from the student of SC community and OBC community and the children who are under the scheme named PM Cares scheme, this scheme is launched from them. Okay, so to provide high quality coaching to these students, government has launched an updated scheme. Okay, now you have to tell me the implementation of the scheme will be overseen by which of the following organization in collaboration with central universities. So the updated scheme will be implemented by, or it will be overseen by, the Dr. Ambedkar Foundation in collaboration with the central universities. Now talking about the children who are associated with PM Cares scheme. Now what is this PM Cares scheme? Now PM Cares scheme was launched in the year 2021, and it was launched to support those children who lost their both parents or legal guardian or adoptive parents or surviving parent due to COVID-19. So during COVID-19, those students who have lost both their parents, legal guardian, adoptive parent or supporting parent, this scheme is launched for those students, PM Cares scheme. Okay, and it was launched in the year 2021. Okay, now the students who are enrolled in PM Cares scheme will be given the high quality coaching under this updated scheme. Now talking about this updated scheme, this scheme was originally launched during the 6th 5-year plan. Now this 6th 5-year plan was launched in 1980-85. So these were the 5 years during which this 6th 5-year plan were launched. Now talking about this scheme will provide the coaching related to competitive exams like civil service examination, state public service examination, officer grade recruitment in banking sector, insurance sector, public sector undertakings. It will also provide the coaching for entrance exams into the premier institutions like IIT, NEET, CAT, CLAT. Okay, so the students who are preparing for these examinations like JEE, NEET, CAT, CLAT, coaching will be provided to those students too. Students who are aspiring for international studies and for these exams, GRE, GMAT, coaching will also be provided. For defense related exams like NDA, CDS, coaching will be provided. So in many areas, coaching will be provided to these students. And all in all, annually, 3,500 students will be selected for this scheme. Okay, and 70% of these seats will be allocated to SC student and 30% will be provided to the OBC student. And 30% of all these seats will be reserved for female candidates. And in case of there is no enough female candidates applying for this category, okay, these seats will be filled by the male candidates from the same category. Now, to eligible for this scheme, students from SC or OBC community, their family income should be less than or equal to rupees 8 lakh. And they must score at least 50% of their 50% score in their previous board examination. Selection process will be conducted online, and the students who are covered under PM Cares scheme, there will be direct admission for those students. Okay, now under this scheme, government will fully cover the coaching fees for the students who within the range of rupees 20,000 to 75,000, and a monthly stipend of rupees 4,000 will be provided to these students for up to 12 months. So the student who pass the main examination of civil services and state services, they will be given the additional amount of rupees 15,000 to prepare for the interviews. Now, the coaching center under this scheme will be operated by the Dr. Ambedkar Center of Excellence, and each participating university must enroll 50 students with no more than 4 different courses being offered per institution. Recently, Microsoft Research introduced a new AI model that integrates visual and language processing, enabling it to function both digital and physical environment. So it will function, this AI model will function in both digital and physical environment, and it will integrate visual and language processing. Now you have to tell me the name of this AI model. So the name of this AI model is Magma, and it is launched by Microsoft company. Now this Magma model will process data related to text, images, and videos. Okay, so that's why this will combine both visual and language processing. Okay, now this Magma development is a collaborative effort of many institutions like Microsoft, academic institution like KAIST, which was known as Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, which is associated with the country named South Korea. Other institutes are University of Maryland, University of Wisconsin, Madison, and University of Washington. So all these institutions and organizations have collaborated to develop this Magma AI model. Now, other important update related to Microsoft is it has launched a chip named Mazorna 1. It is world's first quantum chip, which will speed up the production and development of commercially viable quantum computers. Okay, so to increase the pace of development of quantum computer, this Mazorna chip was launched by Microsoft. As per recent information, recently a list, that is 2024 Burgundy Private Hurun India 500 list was released. You have to tell me that which of the following companies has retained its position as India's most valuable company for the fourth consecutive year. So the company name is Reliance Industries Limited. Now this list is released by Burgundy Private and Hurun India. Now as per this list, Reliance Industries has topped with it is India's most valuable company with the valuation of rupees 17,52,650 crore rupees. And on second it is TCS, third is HDFC Bank. Okay. Now talking about this list is the fourth edition of this list. Okay, so this is the fourth edition, and it is based on the market capitalization for the listed companies and valuation estimates for the unlisted. This is how this the valuation of the company will be calculated, or the rankings would be provided under this list. And under this list, financial sector and healthcare sector dominates. So this list is dominated by the financial services sector and healthcare services sector. Now, from the financial services sector, there were 63 companies which has ranked in this list, and from the healthcare sector, there are 59 companies which has ranked in this list. When we talk about the cities, Mumbai has topped with 154 companies, followed by Bengaluru, and it is followed by New Delhi. And when we talk about the state, Maharashtra has 189 companies in this list. From Karnataka, there are 45 companies in this, and from Haryana, there are 41 companies in this list. Top 10 unlisted companies are, on the top, it is NSE India. Second one is Serum Institute of India. Third one is Joho Corporation. All these companies are unlisted. And when we talk about the sectors, financial services sector is on the top, followed by energy, and it is followed by automobile and auto component companies. Top 10 largest employers are, so the largest employer in India is TCS, that is Tata Consultancy Services, followed by Quest Corp, and it is followed by Larsen and Toubro. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated first edition of School of Ultimate Leadership Conclave. So the Seoul Leadership Conclave was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and it was the first edition of this conclave. Now, this edition or this conclave was organized at which of the following locations? So this conclave was organized at New Delhi. Now, talking about Seoul, that is School of Ultimate Leadership, it is an independent, non-partisan institute which is based in Gujarat. Now, this was the 2-day conference where the many stakeholders like the people from politics, sports, arts, media have participated and shared their inspiring life journeys and different aspects related to leadership. Now, this School of Ultimate Leadership is an upcoming leadership institute based in Gujarat, and its head office is located in Ahmedabad. Recently, which of the following states government, in collaboration with Remedio, has launched an initiative which is Nayan Mitram 2.0. It is world's first government-led artificial intelligence assisted chronic eye disease screening program. So Nayan Mitram is world's first artificial intelligence assisted chronic eye disease screening program. So it will screen the eye disease with the help of artificial intelligence, and the name of program is Nayan Mitram. It was associated with Kerala government, and Kerala government in association with Remedio has launched this program. First phase of this program was targeting the disease named diabetic retinopathy. Okay, so during the first phase, diabetic retinopathy were screened. Okay, and in the second phase, in addition to this diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma and age-related macular degeneration will also be screened. Now, this Nayan Mitram program will leverage the artificial intelligence to enhance the early detection, and it will also streamline the disease screening. So it will enhance the early detection of the disease. Okay, and these cameras, this artificial intelligence has some cameras which will instantly classify the referable or non-referable diseases. Okay, so the cases which are referable or non-referable, these cameras will classify that. Recently, who among the following has been appointed as 9th director of FBI, that is Federal Bureau of Investigation, and he has become the first Indian American to lead the agency. So Kash Patel has become the 9th Federal Bureau of Investigation director. Okay, so Kash Patel's full name is Kashyap Pramod Vinod Kash Patel. Okay, and he has become the 9th director of FBI. Now, talking about FBI, FBI is associated with the United States of America, and it is Domestic Intelligence and Security Service Agency. It works in the area of counterterrorism, counterintelligence, criminal investigative organization. It was established in the year 1908, and its headquarters is located in Washington. As per recent information, a team of researchers from which of the following institute had come up with an artificial intelligence powered data integration and predictive analytics tool named AMR Sense? Now, this tool will help in understanding the patterns of antibiotic resistance in real time. So, to understand the pattern of antibiotic resistance, this tool, that is AMR Sense tool, is developed by the researchers from which of the following institutes? So, this is developed by the researchers of IIIT Delhi, that is Indraprasth Institute of Information Technology, Delhi. Now, what is this antimicrobial or antibiotic resistance? Antimicrobial resistance is that when microbes like bacteria, viruses, or fungi involve, it evolve that much that they no longer respond to the medicine. So, they no longer respond to the antimicrobial medicines. This is what antimicrobial resistance is. Okay. And to understand the pattern of antibiotic resistance, this tool, that is AMR Sense tool, has been developed by IIIT Delhi researchers. Okay. Now, as a part of collaboration between IIIT Delhi, Center for Health Research and Innovation Path, Tata 1mg, ICMR, this AMR Sense has been deployed to use the routine data that is generated in hospital to generate accurate insight related to antimicrobial resistance. So the data which is generated by the hospitals, this will use that and it will generate the accurate insight related to antimicrobial resistance. Okay. Now there are 4 components which is associated with AMR Sense. First one is community engagement, second one is data integration, third one is predictive analytics, and fourth one is AMR Aura scorecard. Now this scorecard will monitor and evaluate the AMR trends. Recently, Association of Mutual Funds in India, AMFI, has announced the Choti SIP, which is a systematic investment plan designed to make mutual fund investing accessible for first-time investors and those from underserved communities. So people who are the first-time investors and are associated with the underserved communities or the segments, they can invest in these SIP, that is known as Choti SIP. You have to tell me that this SIP is of what amount. So this SIP is of rupees 250 amount. Okay, this is known as the Choti SIP. Now recently there were 3 initiatives that has been launched by AMFI. Okay, that is Association of Mutual Funds in India. First is Choti SIP, second one is Tarun Yojana, and third one is Mitra. Okay, now let us discuss about the Tarun Yojana. Now Tarun Yojana is aimed to provide the financial literacy training to school teachers and students. Okay, so to provide financial literacy to school teachers and students, this Tarun Yojana was launched. Now under this scheme, in the pilot phase, 5,000 students are targeted, under which top 20% of the students who performed well in the AMFI exams will receive rupees 100 of SIP, rupees 100 each month in their SIP accounts for the 2 years. So all in all, 2,400 rupees will be provided to top 20% of these students who have scored well in AMFI exams. This is what Tarun Yojana is. Now, Choti SIP is what it introduces 250 SIP plan, which is aimed for those first-time investors and the people from underserved segments, which want to make the mutual fund investing. Okay, those who want to invest in mutual fund, this is for them. Mitra platform stands for Mutual Fund Investment Tracing and Retrieval Assistant. It aims to this is a platform which aims to identify and recover inactive and forgotten mutual fund holdings. So the investors who have forgot their mutual fund holdings or mutual fund portfolios, they can identify that and recover that. Okay, through this platform. We have already discussed this in previous classes. Recently, State Bank of India research report has estimated India's GDP growth to come in at what percentage in financial year 25 on the assumption that there is no major revision that is going to take place in Q1 and Q2 growth figures that is released by NSO. Okay, now as per this, the India's GDP is estimated to grow at 6.3%. Okay, now as per this, in the quarter 3 of financial year 25, SBI is projected the real GDP of 6.2 to 6.3%. For the quarter 4, it has estimated it is above the 6.5%. And for the financial year 25, it has estimated the GDP growth of India at 6.3%. And as per NSO, it is 6.4%. As per recent information, Bhavantar Bharpai Yojana benefits will be extended to the potato growers. So the farmers who are associated with the who are growing the potatoes, this Yojana benefits will be extended to them. You have to tell me that this scheme is associated with which of the following states. So this scheme is associated with Haryana government, and under this scheme will protect the farmers from the financial losses due to declining the market prices. So due to the declining of the market prices of the farmer produce, this scheme will protect those farmers from the financial losses. Now under this scheme, a protected price is set, okay, of each crop. Now when the market price drop below this benchmark, or when the farmer sells in the mandi, they will receive a compensation. Okay, now what happens, there is some kind of price. For example, for potato, Haryana government has set the price of rupees 10 per kg. And when the price of this potato decrease from rupees 10, for say it is rupees 8 or rupees 7, then this Haryana government will protect these farmers from this secured price. It will provide this price to that farmer. Okay, they will receive the compensation for the difference. Okay, now for example, it is rupees 8 which is in the mandi, and the protective price is rupees 10, then the difference is between these two prices is rupees 2. This rupees 2 will be provided by the Haryana government to the farmers. Okay, now under this scheme there are 21 horticulture crops which are included. Okay, these crops are here: okra, chili, gourd, bitter gourd, cabbage, etc. And under this scheme, landowners and tenants both are eligible to take the advantage. Recently, who among the following has been cleared to become the first person with a physical disability to take part in a mission of ISS, that is International Space Station? So who has become the first person, has been cleared as the first person to with a physical disability to take part in the mission of ISS? It is John McPhail. Now John McPhail is a former Paralympian, and he was a bronze medalist in 2008 Beijing Paralympics. Okay, now talking about ISS, that is International Space Station. It is a space station which is maintained in low Earth orbit, and it is a collaboration of 5 space agencies like NASA, Roscosmos, which is associated with Russia. Third one is European Space Agency. Fourth one is JAXA, that is associated with Japan. And fifth one is Canadian Space Agency. So it is a collaboration of these 5 space agencies. As per recent information, Desh Ka Prakriti Parikshan Abhiyan has achieved unprecedented 5 Guinness World Records. Okay, now you have to tell me that this Abhiyan is led by Ministry of Ayush, and it is managed by which of the following institutes? Now this is managed by NCISM, which is based in New Delhi, National Commission for Indian System of Medicine. Now what are these 5 Guinness World Record? It is most pledge received for health campaign in 1 week, most pledge received for health campaign in 1 month, most pledge received for health campaign, largest online photo album of people displaying digital certificate, and largest online video album of people saying the same sentence. So these are the 5 Guinness World Record which is achieved by the people under this Abhiyan, that is Desh Ka Prakriti Parikshan Abhiyan. Now, talking about this Desh Ka Prakriti Parikshan Abhiyan, it is led by Ministry of Ayush, and it's managed by National Commission for Indian System of Medicine. And it focuses on identifying the individual's unique mind-body constitution, which is also known as Prakriti. So to identify the Prakriti of the individuals, this Abhiyan was launched by Ministry of Ayush. And the target of this Abhiyan is to reach 1 crore families in a month-long campaign. So this is a month-long campaign in which 1 crore families are targeted to reach. Now, under this campaign, person of 18 years and above will be included. Recently, which of the following countries has published a map defining its baseline claim in Gulf of Tonkin? So, to define its baseline claim in Gulf of Tonkin, which country has published a map? So, the country name is Vietnam. Here it is Vietnam, here it is Gulf of Tonkin. So, to define the baseline claim, Vietnam has published this map. Now, what are these baseline? Baseline are used to determine the limits of territorial waters. And exclusive economic zone. So to determine the limit of territorial water and exclusive economic zone, these baselines are used. Okay. Now talking about Gulf of Tonkin, it is also referred as Bibu Gulf in Chinese, and in Vietnamese it is known as Bac Bo Gulf. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated Center of Excellence for Indigenous Breeds in which of the following cities, which has been built under Rashtriya Gokul Mission. So this Center of Excellence for Indigenous Breeds has been built under Rashtriya Gokul Mission. You have to tell me that this Center of Excellence has been inaugurated at which of the following places. So the place is Motihari, Bihar. Now talking about the objectives of this Center of Excellence, the major objective is to introduce the cutting edge in vitro fertilization technology and produce elite animals of indigenous breeds. Okay. Now, another important objective of this Center of Excellence is to train farmers and professionals in modern reproductive technologies. Okay, so these are the 2-3 important objectives of this Center of Excellence. Another important thing that happened is the 19th installment of Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana has been released. Okay, now this has been released in Bhagalpur, Bihar. Now this installment was of rupees 22,000 crore and it is provided through the direct benefit transfer. Now, talking about the Rashtriya Gokul Mission, it was launched in the year 2014 and it aims to promote the rearing of indigenous cattle and their conservation. Now, the major objective of this Rashtriya Gokul Mission is to promote and conserve the indigenous cattle breeds, inaugurate or implement some kind of breed development programs to improve the genetic profile of indigenous cattle breed. Third one is to improve the productivity of indigenous bovine animals so that there could be increased milk production, there could be increased bovine productivity, etc. Okay, now this mission was launched as National Program for Bovine Breeding and Dairy Development in 2013, but it was renamed in the year 2014 as Rashtriya Gokul Mission, and it became as a independent scheme in 2014. Okay. Now talking about the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana, this scheme was launched in the year 2019 and this scheme is implemented by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. Now under this scheme, rupees 6,000 per year is provided to the farmers in 3 equal installments. Okay. Now each installment will be of rupees 2,000 and it will be paid to the farmers every 4 months. This scheme is eligible for all land holding farmers. Earlier in the starting, initially, it was for the farmers who has the land holding of up to 2 hectares, but later on it was extended to all the land holding farmers. Recently, Asia's first international Hyperloop competition, fostering global collaboration and innovation for real-world implementation of Hyperloop technology, was organized. Now you have to tell me that this competition was organized by which of the following institutes. Now this competition was organized by IIT Madras and this competition was related to the Hyperloop technology. Okay, so to foster the global collaboration and to promote the innovation, this competition was organized. Now this competition is related to Hyperloop technology. Now what is this Hyperloop technology? Hyperloop is a high-speed train that travels in a near vacuum tube. So there will be a near vacuum tube in which this train will be traveling, and in this near vacuum tube there will be very much reduced air resistance that will allow to reach the speed at over 1000 km per hour. Okay. So this train can reach the speed of 1000 km per hour due to the reduced air resistance. Okay, and this train will travel in the near vacuum tube. Okay, that is what hyperloop is. Okay, so to foster collaboration on this technology, this competition was organized by IIT Madras. Okay, now another important organizations are IIT Madras Pravartak Technology Foundation, SAI India, Railways Ministries, which are jointly conducting this competition. Now, under this competition, there are 10 teams who are participating, comprising of 200 students. Now, this competition is aiming to unite the global talent, industry leaders, and researchers to foster collaboration and innovation in this Hyperloop technology. Okay, now this competition is backed by industry players like Indian Railways, which has the vision for next generation transportation, ArcelorMittal, which will help in developing of the tubes, and SIS, which will provide the advanced simulation tools for Hyperloop design. Fourth one is SAI India, which will facilitate the technological advancement in Hyperloop sphere. And last one is IIT Madras Pravartak, which will support the Hyperloop innovation and entrepreneurship. Now, this competition will have 3 categories. That first one is sport demonstration, second one is Hyperloop InnoQuest, and third one is Design X. Now, an important social campaign named GSC Jigyasa was also launched. Okay, now this was launched to foster the interest towards STEM subjects like science, technology, engineering, and math subjects. So to foster interest in these subjects, this GSC Jigyasa social campaign was launched. Recently, who among the following was conferred the award, that is Knight Commander of Most Excellent Order of the British Empire medal? Okay, so this medal was given to Sunil Bharati Mittal. Okay, now talking about this medal is associated with United Kingdom government. Now talking about this medal is related to the Britain, and it recognizes the outstanding contribution in fields like arts and sciences, charitable and welfare organizations, and public service. Okay, so the people who are doing outstanding work in this field of art, sciences, charitable work, welfare organization, public service, they are recognized with this award. Okay, now this award was started in the year 1917 by King George V. Okay, and when we talk about the Sunil Bharati Mittal received the Padma Bhushan Award in 2017, and he's an Indian industrialist and philanthropist. A few days back, N. Chandrasekharan also received the knighthood of Most Excellent Order of British Empire. Okay, so this award was received by the N. Chandrasekharan, who is the chairman of Tata Group. Recently, who among the following has won the Sports Star of the Year award in female category at 2025 Sports Star Aces Award? Okay, so this award is secured by, in female category, Manu Bhakar. Okay, now this was the 7th edition of this award, and this award is presented by Sports Star, which is a monthly sports magazine published by a publisher named The Hindu. Okay, and these awards were started in the year 2019. Now, other important awards are: the male award is given to PR Srijesh, female award is given to Manu Bhakar. The Sportsman of the Year, Olympic Sports, is given to Aman Sehrawat, Swapnil Kusale, and Sarbjot Singh. And Sports Women of the Year, Olympic Sports, is given to Manu Bhakar. Coach of the Year is Jaspal Rana. National Team of the Year is India's chess men's and women's team. So there are other awards, you can see that here. Recently, Coalition for Environmentally Sustainable Artificial Intelligence, it was launched to promote the global adoption of environmentally sustainable AI practices. So to promote the adoption of environmentally sustainable artificial intelligence practices, this coalition, that is Coalition for Environmentally Sustainable Artificial Intelligence, was launched. Now you have to tell me that this coalition is spearheaded by France, UNEP, and which of the following organization? So this coalition is spearheaded by France, UNEP, and ITU, that is International Telecommunication Union. Now under this collaboration, the objective is to encourage artificial intelligence role in decarbonization, pollution reduction, biodiversity preservation, ocean protection, and also to develop some metrics for artificial intelligence to standardize the environment metrics. Okay. Another important objective is to prioritize the sustainable artificial intelligence research. Now, over 100 partners, including 37 tech companies, 11 countries, and 5 international organizations, aim to ramp up this global momentum to place artificial intelligence on more environmentally sustainable path. Now, talking about UNEP, UNEP was established in 1972 and its headquarters is located in Nairobi, Kenya. And it is responsible for coordinating responses to environmental issues within United Nations system. Recently, which of the following companies has introduced a groundbreaking artificial intelligence system called AI Co-Scientist? Now, this AI Co-Scientist is designed to support the researchers in generating new scientific hypotheses and research proposals. So it will help the researchers to develop the new scientific hypothesis and research proposal. The name of this system is AI Co-Scientist. You have to tell me that this is developed by which of the following companies. So the company name is Google. It is built on Gemini 2. It will help the researchers in navigating the vast amount of scientific literature and data. So by navigating this vast amount of scientific literature and data, the researchers can generate new research proposals. Recently, Indian Coast Guard has successfully conducted a security exercise along the coast of West Bengal. Now, this exercise was conducted to test and enhance the coastal security mechanism by involving the multiple agencies. Now, what is the name of this exercise? So the name of this exercise is Sagar Kavach, and it was a 2-day exercise which was held in West Bengal. Another important exercise which was recently conducted was Jal Thal Raksha. It was conducted by Indian Army in collaboration with Indian Coast Guard and Marine Police, and it was conducted in Bet Dwarka of Gujarat. Okay, now the aim of this exercise was to bolster security in Dwarka region and its surrounding islands. Okay. Recently, Haryana government has rolled out a scheme, that is Haryana Witness Protection Scheme 2025. Now the aim of this scheme is to ensure the protection of witnesses as the state gears up to implement the 3 new criminal laws. Now this witness protection measures will be proportionate to the level of threat, and it will provide for a specific duration, not exceeding how many months at a time. So this will be provided for a specific duration and it will not exceed 3 months at a time. Name of this scheme is Haryana Witness Protection Scheme. Now these 3 criminal laws are, which has been introduced recently, which Haryana government is going to implement, is Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Act 2023, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita Act 2023, and Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam Act 2023. So these are the 3 new criminal laws which Haryana government is planning to implement, and for which this scheme, Haryana Witness Protection Scheme, is launched. Now under this scheme of Haryana government, there are 3 categories of witnesses. First one is category A, under which threat extends to the life of witness, their family members, any person in whom the witness is interested. Second is category B, which involves cases where threat extends to the safety, reputation, property of the witness and their family members. Third one is category C, which applies where the threat is moderate and it involves harassment and intimidation of witness and their family members. So these are the 3 categories under this scheme. Okay. Now under this scheme, the accused do not come face to face during investigation. These are the witness protection measures through which a witness and accused do not come face to face. Also, if the witness requests, they would be provided the new identity. Recently, who among the following has been appointed as Principal Secretary Second to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So Shaktikant Das, who was earlier the Governor of Reserve Bank of India from the year 2018 to 2023, has been appointed as the Principal Secretary second to the Prime Minister of India. So the Principal Secretary 1 is Pramod Kumar Mishra. Okay, now what are the role of this Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister of India? They are the administrative head of PMO, that is Prime Minister Office, and they advise Prime Minister on domestic and foreign policy affairs. They oversees the affairs of ministries and department which are assigned by the Prime Minister. They deal with the official governmental important paperwork. They prepare notes on the issue to be discussed by the Prime Minister with senior politician, bureaucrats, etc. So there are many things these principal secretaries do. Recently, Government of Bodoland Territorial Region in Assam has included which as an official option in the religion column of various application form. So which has been included in the as an official option in various application form? It is Bathuism. Okay, now talking about Bathuism, Bathum is a traditional faith of Bodo people, okay, who are living in Assam. The word Bathu is derived from the Bodo language, where Ba means 5 and Tho means deep philosophical thought. Okay, now this faith system is based on 5 elements. First one is Bar, Sun, Ha, Or and Okran, which means air, sun, earth, fire and sky. So these are the 5 elements on which this faith system has been based. Now talking about this Bodoland Territorial Region, it is also known as Bodoland, and it is an autonomous region in Assam. It is made up of 4 districts of Assam, and the 4 districts are Kokrajhar, Chirang, Baksa and Udalguri. Kokrajhar, Chirang, Baksa and Udalguri. And this region is administered by the elected body which is known as Bodoland Territorial Council. Recently, Union Minister of Ports has inaugurated Inland Waterways Terminal. It was inaugurated at a location in Assam to enhance the logistics and connectivity in eastern India, while strengthening the trilateral trade between India, Bangladesh and Bhutan. So to strengthen the trilateral trade between India, Bangladesh and Bhutan, this Inland Waterways Terminal was inaugurated in Jogi Ghopa, which is based in Bongai Gaon, district of Assam. Okay, now the foundation stone of this terminal was laid in the year 2021, and it is located at a strategic location which is at the distance of 91 km from Gelefu, which is based in Bhutan, 108 km from the Bangladesh border and 147 km from the Guwahati. It was built at the cost of 82 crores. And this project was overseen by the New Delhi based National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited, and which is under the Inland Waterways Authority of India. Now talking about Inland Waterways Authority of India, it primarily undertakes the projects for development and maintenance of inland waterway infrastructure which are on the national waterways. So the inland waterways transport infrastructure which are on the national waterways, it undertakes projects for development and maintenance of these infrastructure projects. Now this Inland Waterways Authority of India comes under Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, and its headquarters is located in Noida. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has invited 10 prominent personalities from various fields to join a national movement which is aimed to raise awareness about which thing. Okay, so to raise the awareness about obesity, recently Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi has invited 10 prominent personalities. Now these 10 prominent personalities are associated with various fields. Okay, he Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has also urged people to combat obesity by reducing the consumption of edible oils by 10%. Now, who are these 10 personalities? These are the Jammu Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, businessman Anand Mahindra, actor Dinesh Lal Yadav, Olympic medalist Manu Bhakar, Mirabai Chanu, actor Mohanlal, and actor R. Madhavan, Shreya Ghoshal, Sudha Murthy, and Nandan Nilekani. So these are the 10 prominent personalities which are invited by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji to raise awareness about the obesity. Recently, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has laid the foundation stone for India's first biopolymer plant in which of the following district. Now this has been done to boost the eco-friendly production and generate employment. Okay. Now India's first biopolymer plant foundation stone has been laid in Lakhimpur Khedi. Now what are these biopolymers? Biopolymers are materials which are manufactured with the help of biological sources like fats, vegetable oils, sugars, etc. And they decompose easily in the environment. That's why India's first biopolymer facility or plant has been developed. Now, this facility has been developed with an investment of rupees 2,850 crore rupees. Its inauguration has been done. Its foundation stone has been laid in Lakhimpur Khedi district of Uttar Pradesh. Okay, and it will develop bioplastic which are derived from sugarcane. The products of this plant would be the bottles, plates, cups, carry bags, etc. Now this plant is poised to be country's first integrated facility which is operating entirely on the renewable energy. So this plant will be operating entirely on the renewable energy. Recently, Indian Navy has handed over decommissioned landing ship tank. You have to tell me the name of this tank, and this tank has been provided to Maharashtra Tourism Development Corporation for conversion into India's first underwater museum and artificial reef. So to convert Indian Navy's ship into India's first underwater museum, a ship has been handed over by Indian Navy to Maharashtra's Tourism Development Corporation. You have to tell me the name of this ship. So the name of this ship is INS Guldar, and this is first of its kind initiative under which a decommissioned ship of Indian Navy will be used for this purpose. Now this ship will be underwater museum which will be sunk off the coast of Sindhu Durg district of Maharashtra. So it will be sunk off the coast of Sindhu Durg district of Maharashtra, and it will be used for scuba diving and tourism purposes. Now talking about INS Guldar, it is a Kumbhir class landing ship. It is a medium amphibious warfare vessel. These Kumbhir class landing ships are actually medium amphibious warfare vessel. And other ship of Kumbhir class are Ghorpad, Kesari, Shardul, Sharab, Cheetah, Mahish, Guldar, and Kumbhir. So these are the other Kumbhir class landing ship. Recently, Reserve Bank of India has launched an initiative that is Financial Literacy Week 2025. Now you have to tell me that this year the campaign runs from on which dates under the theme Financial Literacy Women's Prosperity. So the theme of this week or this campaign is Financial Literacy Women's Prosperity. Name is Financial Literacy Week 2025. You have to tell me the dates. So the dates are February 24 to 28. These are the dates on which this campaign will run. Okay, now this campaign is launched every year by Reserve Bank of India, and it was inaugurated in the year 2016 to promote the financial literacy in the country. Okay, now under this campaign, RBI will undertake some multimedia campaigns. Another important information related to RBI is that RBI has recently released an app that is RBI Data App. Now this application will help in accessing the macroeconomic and financial data related to Indian economy. Okay, and this will be helpful for researchers, students, policymakers, and general public. As per recent information, which of the following state has achieved 100% completion of houses under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin? So recently, Arunachal Pradesh has achieved the 100% completion of the houses under this scheme. Now, This scheme was extended from 2024-25 till the year 2028-29. And under this scheme, earlier the target was to build 2.95 crore houses, and recently 2 crore more houses will be constructed under this scheme in next 5 years. So in these 5 years, 2 crore more houses will be developed under this scheme. Now talking about this scheme was launched in the year 2016, and the nodal ministry of this scheme is Ministry of Rural Development. Under this scheme, monetary assistance of rupees 1.2 lakh rupees is provided in the plain areas, and 1.3 lakh is provided in the hilly states. There is another scheme that is related to this Awas Yojana, that is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban scheme, which was launched in the year 2015. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban scheme, it was launched in the year 2015. Nodal ministry of this scheme, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. And under this scheme, houses will be built in the urban areas. Recently, NSDL, that is National Securities Depository Limited, and CDSL, that is Central Depository Services Limited, these both companies has collaborated with which of the following organization to launch an application, that is Unified Investor Platform, integrating CDSL's MyEasy and NSDL's Speedy. So by integrating MyEasy and Speedy, an app that is Unified Investor Platform has been developed by NSDL and CDSL in collaboration with which of the following organization? Organization name is SEBI, that is Securities and Exchange Board of India. Now this platform will provide investor the consolidated view of their financial statements, shareholdings, investments. Now this platform will source data directly. It will source data directly from exchanges, depositories, and clearing firms, to which it will provide the consolidated views of the financial statement, shareholding, and investments. Okay, now talking about this platform, that is MyEasy, which is associated with CDSL. MyEasy provides the easiest facility to view the holding details and transaction details to the customers. And when we talk about the Speedy is a platform which enables the Demat account holders to submit instruction directly on the internet. So to submit instruction directly on the internet, this Speedy platform was launched by NSDL. Now NSDL is first electronic security deposit which is based in Mumbai. Now it is based in Mumbai. And CDSL is also a central securities depository which was founded in the year 1999, and it is also based in Mumbai. Tarbandi Yojana was launched to assist farmers in protecting their crops from damage caused by stray animals. So the crops which is damaged by the stray animals, a scheme was launched for to protect that crop from the stray animals. Okay, now this scheme is associated with which of the following state government? Now this scheme is associated with Rajasthan government. Now talking about Tarbandi Yojana, now this scheme was launched to address the problem of crop damage by the animals like nilgais, wild boars, and stray cattle. Now under these schemes, farmers are subsidized for erecting protective fencing. So to erect the protective fencing, farmers, some kind of subsidy is provided by the Rajasthan government. Okay, now for small and marginal farmers, a subsidy covering 60% of the total fencing cost is provided to the farmers, and maximum range is rupees 48,000. For other farmers, the subsidy is 50%, and ceiling of this subsidy is rupees 40,000. For community application, for example, a group of at least 10 farmers combined with a combined land holding of 5 hectares or more can apply collectively, and subsidy of 70% is provided to these farmers, to these groups, up to rupees 56,000 per farmer. Under the scheme, women are given priority, and 30% of the scheme participation is reserved for them. Now, the eligibility criteria is that the farmers must have 1.5 hectare of land to get benefits under this scheme. Now, subsidy for fencing up to 400 running meters per farmer will be provided, and this subsidy is not available for trust, societies, and religious institutions. Recently, which of the following companies has launched India's first solar-powered payment device? which is designed for merchants to accept the UPI and RuPay credit card payment using the QR code. Now, this India's first solar powered payment device is introduced by Paytm Money Limited, which is a Noida based company. Now, this soundbox is designed for small merchant, street vendors, and rural businesses. And it has the capacity of 10-day battery life. These are charged by solar energy and it supports 11 Indian languages. And it provides audio payment confirmation. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has participated in Jhumoir Binandini 2025, which is a grand cultural event featuring 9,000 performers, which showcase the Jhumoir dance of T tribe and Adivasi communities. Now, this event is associated with which of the following state government? This event was organized by Assam government, and it was organized to mark the 200 years of Assam's tea industry. Okay, and also to celebrate 200 years of industrialization in Assam. Now, talking about this event, in this event, around 9,000 performers were participated in the Jhumoir dance. Jhumoir dance is a folk dance of Assam tea tribes and Adivasi communities. Recently, Prime Minister of India has made reference of Soliga tribal people of Biligiri Ranganath Swami Temple Tiger Reserve in 119th edition of Man Ki Baat and appreciated their contribution to tiger conservation. Now, this tiger reserve is associated with which of the following states? Now, this tiger reserve is associated with Karnataka, and this tiger reserve is located in Chamarajanagar district of Karnataka. Okay, now talking about Shri Biligiri Ranganath Swami Temple, it is associated with Lord Ranganath or Lord Venkatesh, which is situated on the highest peak of Biligiri Ranga Hills. Now, this hill belongs to Chamarajanagar district of Karnataka. Talking about Soliga tribes are also spelled as Soliga, Sholega, and the members of these tribes inhabit the mountain range mostly in Chamarajanagar district of Karnataka and Erode district of Tamil Nadu. The Soliga term translates into children of bamboo, and these Soligas are the first tribal community which are living inside a tiger reserve. Recently, renowned Odissi maestro, often referred to as father of Odissi dance, has passed away. So what is the name of this Odissi maestro? The name of this is Mayadhar Raut. He was also known as father of Odissi dance. In 2010, he was honored with Padma Shri. As per recent information, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, in collaboration with MyGov, is set to launch a data visualization hackathon titled Innovate with GUI Stats, which is centered around the theme Data-Driven Insights for Viksit Bharat. Now you have to tell me that what is the prize money for the first place winner in this hackathon. Okay, now an hackathon which is named as Innovate with GUI Stats, it is launched by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation in collaboration with MyGov. Now what is the aim of this hackathon? It is a data visualization hackathon. Okay, now you have to tell me the first place winner of this hackathon. So the first place winner will get a prize money of rupees 2 lakh under this hackathon. Now talking about this hackathon aims to inspire India's young and brightest minds like researchers, students to utilize the vast official statistics which are generated by NSO office to create the innovative data-driven insights. So to create the innovative data-driven insights, these students and researchers will use the official statistics which is generated by the NSO. Now the hackathon will invite participants to explore and analyze the official statistics from the reports like PLFS, Household Consumer Expenditure Survey, Annual Survey of Industries, Consumer Price Index, GDP, etc. So from various data sets, they will be given these various statistics or data sets, and they have to create a visualization to support the evidence-based policy making. So with the help of this data-driven insights, the policymakers will create evidence-based policy making. Okay. Now this hackathon will take place on MyGov platform from 25th of February till 31st of March. Now the students who are pursuing undergraduate, postgraduate or doing research can participate in this hackathon, but they must be Indian nationals. Under the hackathon, top 30 entries which is selected by the panel will be awarded. They will be given some prize money. So the first winner, he will get prize money of rupees 2 lakh. For the second winner, 2 people will get the prize money of rupees 1 lakh each. And on the third rank, 2 people will get the prize money of rupees 50,000 each. Rest all 25 prizes will be the consolation prizes, and they will get rupees 20,000 each. Now talking about MyGov. MyGov is a platform which is a citizen engagement platform which is launched by Government of India in 2014, and under this the aim is to promote the active participation of the Indian citizens in their country's governance and development. Recently, Ministry of Ayush has conferred prestigious National Dhanvantari Ayurveda Awards for the current years, and 3 distinguished practitioners of Ayurveda has received this award. You have to tell me that who among the following is not among this list of 3 peoples. So Vaidya Balendu Prakash is not among this list. This is the answer. Other 3 people, that is Vaidya Tarachand. Vaidya Tarachand has received this award. He is a renowned Nadi Vaidya. Second one is Vaidya Mayaram Onyal. He is a distinguished scholar of Dravya Gun Vigyan. Third one is Vaidya Samir Govind Zamadagni. He is a founder of Vishwa Vyakhyan Mala National Conference. Now each recipient of this award will get the prize money of rupees 5 lakh, a citation and a trophy. Now, these awards is instituted by Ministry of Ayush. These awards are conceptualized to recognize the stalwarts who have dedicated their lives to Ayurveda. So those people who have dedicated their lives to Ayurveda, this awards is given to them. This award is instituted by Ministry of Ayush. Now, other information related to Ministry of Ayush is a campaign named Shatavari for Better Health. Now, this campaign was launched by Ministry of Ayush to promote the awareness regarding this medicinal plant that is named as Shatavari. Now, this medicinal plant will help in supporting the women's health. And under this initiative, a board, that is National Medical Plants Board, has played a crucial role for this initiative. And financial assistance of rupees 18.9 lakh is provided under this initiative. Recently, researchers from Physical Research Laboratory in Ahmedabad and which of the following universities and Laboratory for Electro-Optics System, which is based in Bengaluru and it is under the ISRO. Now, these 3 institutions have created first detailed map of Moon's South Pole area from Chandrayaan-3 data. So, with the help of Chandrayaan data, first detailed map of Moon's South Pole area was created by researchers of these 3 institutions. 2 are mentioned in the question. Third one is Punjab University. This map was created using the data from Chandrayaan. Now, Chandrayaan-3 lunar module Vikram landed on the south pole of Moon on 23rd of August 2023. Under this map, it reveals this partial distribution of Moon in 3 terrain types. First one is the rugged terrain. Second is smooth plains. And third is low relief smooth plains. So this is what this map has revealed. Now, talking about Chandrayaan-3 mission, this mission was launched in the year 2023 and the date is 14th of July 2023. Under this mission, it consists of Vikram and Pragyan. Vikram and Pragyan. Now, Vikram is a lunar lander and Pragyan is a lunar rover. Okay, And Vikram lander was responsible for soft landing on the moon. Okay, now Chandrayaan 1 was launched in the year 2008, and 2, Chandrayaan 2 was launched in 2019. Talking about Physical Research Laboratory, it is based in Ahmedabad, and it is a national research institute for space and allied sciences, which is supported by departments of space. Recently, Niti Aayog has formed a committee to develop a plan which is aimed to transform AIIMS New Delhi into a premier institution for medical practice and research. So to transform AIIMS New Delhi, Niti Aayog has established a committee. Now this committee will be chaired by who among the following to evaluate the existing system and propose comprehensive reforms with defined timelines. So within the defined timelines, this committee has to evaluate the existing system and propose some reforms. Now who among the following has chaired this committee? This committee is chaired by Dr. Vinod Kumar Pol. Now, talking about this committee has been charged with determining ways to strengthen the governance system in AIIMS New Delhi, to create the key performance indicators for clinical, academic and research excellence, and to propose ways to improve the patient management. So to improve the patient management, create KPIs for clinical, academic, research excellence, and to strengthen the governance system, this committee will evaluate the existing system, or this committee will work. Okay. Also, it will examine the ways to guarantee AIIMS operation, financial stability and its independence. Now, Niti Aayog, in collaboration with a foundation, that is Center for Social and Economic Progress Research Foundation, they both will evaluate the experiences of several nations who have implemented this universal health coverage method. As per recently released time use survey by NSO, that is National Statistics Office, during 2024, what percentage of males in the age group of 15 to 59 have participated in employment and related activities during the reference period of 24 hours? As per this survey, what percentage of males in the age group of this have participated in employment and related activities? It is 75%. Now talking about time use survey, this survey is released by National Statistical Office, and it measures the participation of men and women in paid and unpaid activities. Now the information will be provided related to the time spent in unpaid caregiving, volunteer work, unpaid domestic service. Now during 2019, in January to December, NSO conducted the first All India Time Use Survey. This one is the second survey, that is Time Use Survey 2024. Now talking about the key highlights related to Time Use Survey 2024, 75% of males and 25% of females in the age group of 15 to 59 has participated in employment and related activities. Talking about female participant in the age group of 15 to 59, they spent around 305 minutes in unpaid domestic work services. Now, 41% of the females in the age group of 15 to 59 have participated in the caregiving of their household members. And when we talk about the male participation in caregiving, it was 21.4%. In terms of minutes, time, it is 140 minutes, which is spent by the female participant, and when we talk about the male participant, it was 74 minutes only. 24.6% of rural population in the age group of 15 to 59, it was participated in producing goods for own final use. 89.3% of children in the age group of 6 to 14 years have participated in the learning activities, and they spent around 430 minutes in a day for such activities. Okay, so this was all data related to time use survey, which provided the data related to the participation of men and women in paid and unpaid activities. Now, percentage of person of age 6 years and above who are participating in different activities in India. In employment and related activities, when we talk about male, 60.8% have participated in these activities. Females have participated only 20.7%. 13% of male have participated in production of goods for own final use in the age group of 6 years and above. When we talk about female, it was 20.7%. In terms of learning, 22.6% of male have participated in this activity, and when we talk about female, it is 20.2% only. Recently, Government e-Marketplace has commemorated 6 years of STUDYIQ initiative. Now you have to tell me, what does S stand for in this STUDYIQ acronym? Now S stands for Startups in STUDYIQ acronym. Now talking about STUDYIQ initiative, it has commemorated its 6 years. Okay, it was launched in the year 2019 and recently it has completed its 6th year. It is under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and it was conceptualized with an objective to increase the participation of women-led enterprises and youth-led enterprises in public procurement. So to increase the participation of these enterprises in public procurement, this initiative was launched by Ministry of Commerce and Industry in 2019. Now under this initiative, it will enhance the ease of doing business and establish the direct market linkages to the annual public procurement of from startups, women entrepreneurs, MSCs, or self-help group. Now under this will focus on facilitating the training and onboarding of last mile sellers. Now talking about Government e-Marketplace, it was launched in the year 2016. It is an online procurement. It will facilitate the online procurement of goods and services which are required by the government department, organization, or PSUs. So it facilitates the online procurement of the goods and services which is needed by the government department, organizations, and PSUs. It is under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Recently, China has successfully launched a new communication satellite, that is China Sat 10R. It is also known as Zhongxing 10R. Okay. Now, it will replace China Sat 10 satellite, which was launched in the year 2011. You have to tell me that this China Sat 10R satellite is developed by which of the following organization? Now, it is developed by China Academy for Space Technology. Okay. Now, it is a communication satellite which is operated by China Satellite Communication Corporation Limited, also known as China Satcom. And it was launched from Xizang Satellite Launch Center, which is based in Sichuan province of China. And it was 560th flight mission of Long March Carrier rocket series on which this satellite was launched. It is a communication satellite which was developed by Beijing-based China Academy of Space and Technology, and it provides communication services including TV broadcasting, internet connectivity, very small aperture terminal. Recently, International Conference on Carbon Markets, known as Prakrti stands for Promoting Resilience, Awareness, Knowledge, Resources for Integrating Transformational Initiative. Now, this conference was organized by which of the following organization in New Delhi? So this was organized in New Delhi by which of the following organization? So it was organized by Bureau of Energy Efficiency. Now this conference is related to carbon markets. Now what is this carbon market? Carbon market are those markets where carbon credit are traded. Carbon credit are traded. Now what is this carbon credit? See, for example, there are two companies. First one is Tata Power and second one is Reliance Power. Now they both are working in their areas and they both are industries. They are producing some kind of carbon which will be affecting the climate. Now government give them the carbon credit as per their requirement. For example, Tata has been given the carbon credit 5 and Reliance Power is also given the carbon credit 5. Okay, so the 5 units of carbon credit is provided to Tata and Reliance Power. Now, for example, Tata is producing more than its requirement in a particular financial year. For example, it need 7 carbon credit for its requirement. Okay, and Reliance has produced less and it require only 3 carbon credit. So the left 2 carbon credit it can sell to Tata Power. This is what known as the carbon market. So the trading of carbon credit That market is known as carbon market. And on this international conference was held in New Delhi by Bureau of Energy Efficiency. Now, under this conference, stakeholders discussed and explored innovative approaches in addressing the climate change through carbon markets. So, through carbon markets, addressing the climate change. This was the topic of discussion of this conference. Now, talking about Bureau of Energy Efficiency, its headquarters is located in New Delhi. It was created in 2002, and Ministry of Power is looking towards this. Now, this agency function is to encourage the efficient use of energy in India by developing some programs. As per recent information, which of the following states is introducing a bioengineering initiative using the vetiver grass to address the increasing frequency of landslide? So, to address landslide, a bioengineering initiative using vetiver grass has been introduced by which of the following states? So, the state name is Himachal Pradesh. Now, what are these vetiver grass? Now, vetiver grass is known for its deep and dense root system, which can go up to 3 to 4 meters. Now, it will bind the soil since it has deep root system, and also it will slow the water runoff, which will prevent the soil erosion. It will absorb the excess water and reduce the soil saturation. So this is what the vetiver glass will be helpful for the Himachal Pradesh government. And by binding the soil, it will reduce the frequency of landslides. That's why the Himachal Pradesh government has introduced this bioengineering initiative. Now, recognizing the potential of vetiver glass, one authority of Himachal Pradesh government, that is Himachal Pradesh State Department Management Authority, has collaborated with Vetiver Foundation's initiative, that is Climate Resilience and Sustainability Initiative. So with this initiative, this authority has signed an collaboration agreement. Okay, now this is based in Tamil Nadu. Recently, which of the following countries has launched a new sovereign wealth fund named Daya Anagata Nusantara or Danantara? Now this sovereign wealth fund will be helpful to manage the state's asset worth more than $900 billion. So to manage the state's assets, this sovereign wealth fund Danantara was launched by Indonesia. Now it is modeled on Singapore's investment arm, that is Temasek. It is modeled on this. Okay, and the chief executive of this fund will be Roslani. Now, this will take control of government holdings in these state companies. So it will basically manage the state assets. Okay, and in initial funding will be used for the projects in nickel, bauxite, copper, food production, renewable energy, petroleum factory, etc. Okay, and this was the second sovereign wealth fund related to Indonesia. First one was Indonesian Investment Authority, which was launched in the year 2021.
So this was part 4 of best 300 MCQs from the month of February. I'll see you in the part 1 of March month. Thank you for watching.